At 6:42 that morning, Daniel Rivera noticed a blue lunchbox on an almost empty city bus. No one was coming back for it. He looked toward the driver, then toward the closing doors. For a moment, he told himself to leave it alone. He almost did. Every morning, Daniel took the same bus to the same construction site. He sat in the same seat, watched the same buildings pass, and tried not to think about the parts of his life that no longer felt repairable. But that morning, the blue lunchbox remained 2 rows ahead. Daniel waited through another stop. When the last nearby passenger left, he finally reached for it. The lunchbox was scratched at the corners with a faded Lincoln Elementary sticker. He turned it over in his rough hands, searching for a name or phone number. There was nothing. He could hand it to the driver and forget about it. Instead, he placed it on his lap and opened the latch. Inside was a sandwich, a red apple, crackers, and a folded note. Daniel unfolded it carefully. The handwriting looked rushed, like someone had written it while packing lunch and watching the clock. It read, "First days are scary, but you are braver than you think." Daniel stared at the words. Then he read them again. Something about them followed him off the bus. At the construction site, the morning moved fast. Machines roared. Measurements were shouted. Metal struck concrete. Daniel worked with steady hands, but his mind kept returning to the note. First days are scary. He remembered standing outside an apartment door 3 years earlier, too angry to knock and too proud to apologize. But you are braver than you think. He remembered birthday messages he had typed and deleted, calls he had almost made. At noon, the crew stopped for lunch. Daniel sat with the blue lunchbox beside him. Lincoln Elementary was several blocks away. He had 30 minutes before the foreman expected him back. He could turn it in after work. That would be reasonable. Then he pictured a child opening an empty backpack on the first day at a new school. Daniel read the note one more time. Then he stood, removed his hard hat, picked up the lunchbox, and started walking. The city felt different when Daniel was searching for someone. He noticed school zone signs, parents rushing back to work, and every child carrying a lunchbox that was not blue. He crossed one street, then another. His brake was disappearing, but he kept going. At the next corner beyond the traffic, he saw Lincoln Elementary. Daniel quickened his pace. The courtyard was quiet. Most of the children were already inside. For a moment, he thought he had arrived too late. Then he saw a boy sitting alone near the entrance. The boy's backpack rested beside his feet. His shoulders were pulled inward, and he kept looking toward the school doors as though he were trying not to cry. Daniel slowed down. The boy noticed the lunchbox first. His eyes widened. Daniel held it up gently. "Is this yours?" The boy jumped to his feet. "My lunchbox." Daniel handed it to him, and the boy hugged it against his chest. "My mom said not to lose it," he whispered. Daniel smiled. "Then we do not have to tell her how close it came." The boy opened the lid and immediately searched for the folded note. When he found it, his shoulders relaxed. "She writes one every day," he said. "We just moved here. I do not know anybody." "But you still went inside this morning?" The boy nodded. "I wanted to go home." "But you stayed." Another nod. Daniel tapped the note gently. "Then I think your mom was right." A teacher called from the entrance. "Eli, we are ready for you." Eli picked up his backpack and started toward the doors. Then he stopped. "Mister?" Daniel turned. Eli held up the note. "Maybe it is right about you too." Then he ran inside. Daniel remained in the courtyard. He unfolded the note one last time. The words had not changed, but something in him had. Daniel took out his phone. Sophia's name was still there, along with 3 years of missed birthdays, unfinished messages, and excuses. His thumb hovered over the call button. He did not know whether she would answer. Then he remembered Eli walking back into that school while he was still afraid. Daniel pressed the button. The phone rang twice. "Hello?" Daniel closed his eyes. "Hey, Sophia." There was a pause. "Dad? I know I should have called a long time ago. I do not have a perfect explanation. I just wanted to ask if we could talk." The silence lasted long enough for Daniel to feel every year between them. Then Sophia exhaled. "I was wondering if you ever would. Can I call you tonight?" "Yes," she said softly. "Call me tonight." Daniel had not repaired 3 lost years or erased every mistake, but he had finally taken the first step. Sometimes courage does not look heroic. Sometimes it looks like returning something that was lost. Sometimes it sounds like saying, "I am sorry." And sometimes words written for a frightened child find the adult who needs them most. There may be someone in your life you have been meaning to call. Do not wait for perfect words. Start with honest ones. If this story brought someone to mind, share it with them. And subscribe to Goodward Stories for more stories of kindness, courage, and hope.